Alright, let's open this guy up. All my lubricants and whatever else I need. Hey, what is up everyone? We are back with another video, and if you look here, we have our GT Force and some packages over there. Why don't you let me know what we're doing? Comment down below what you think's going on, and if you get it right, well, I'll like your comment. Let's open this guy up. Shimano Dior cranks. My crankset's coming loose. I don't know if I've said that before. So we are going to try these guys out and see if they fit. We also have the lock ring in here, which is plastic. But these cranks have this little needle on the inside, so when you push this down, it locks right into this bottom part right here. So that's pretty cool. I shouldn't have them at least slipping off as much as they were if they do decide to do that. But first we got to check to make sure they fit, which they should be, because I did some research for about 3 hours talking to ChatGPT and kind of looking around online, as well as having Cody help me out and Phil as well. So hopefully these work. They should go right into the bottom bracket, but that's gonna wait for a second because we have more stuff to unbox and I'm excited. We will put those on in this video though. What do we got here? Got some isopropyl alcohol, 99%. I like the stronger, just to have it. I heard it evaporates faster and it dries up quicker, so I'm not really worried about that. Got some nice strong isopropyl alcohol that'll get rid of any dirt. I do have some more stuff coming in, but for now, this is what we got. All right, fork seal kit. Tool for the top fork. I'm actually going to try that out right now. Fits perfect. Got a tiny bit of play, but you don't really need to worry about that. So got some shock oil. If you couldn't tell, we are going to attempt to do a fork service by myself. So hopefully it all works out. Right here we have the bottom tap for the bottom of the fork so that I can pop the lowers off. All right, time for the big box. And boom. Oh wow, this is a very big toolbox. Was not expecting it to be this big. Got a little lock guy right there. Nice big tray. Don't know if I like that because you have to like kind of find it, but that's okay. Closes really nice. It's from Craftsman. All right, here we are. So we got all of my tools that I need in the bigger box. All my lubricants and whatever else I need for regular jobs. This one over here, I decided to put all my fork stuff in and any miscellaneous stuff. So I have a little bit of a bigger box for that. And then my park toolbox is probably going to be turned into something else, or it's just going to stay the same. I'm not too sure yet. But we'll see how this configuration goes first and see if it holds up and all that stuff before I make it my actual toolbox. But for now, we're going to try it out, see what happens. I do like the latching. The latching works really well compared to these ones, but that's okay. So I have everything I need in this toolbox for more in detail stuff, little less detail stuff like tightening up the derailleur or taking the chain off, stuff like that. But anything that's deeper than that, taking out the bottom bracket, tightening up the brakes, or even like doing the fork services, stuff like that, it's going to be in that box because it's just a perfect size for all that. And hopefully this configuration works out. It's getting dark out, so I want to make sure I get this done quick. It's going to be a 5mm to get these cranks off. And that's how tight they were, and they're still coming loose. I mean, I'm bending the whole 5mm Allen key, if that tells you anything. Derailleur. We're not going to take the chain off. We are just going to flip the switch, and now it's way less tensioned. So now I can drop the chain off very gently and nicely. Throw that to the side. Pull this guy out. And if you can see here, we got this bolt right here that broke. That's how much the pedals came off. It was just the plastic piece to hold the pedals on broke. I will be keeping those just in case I need them, but let's go see if these other ones fit in there. All right, moment of truth. Whoa. All right, there's the slightest amount of play. I'm going to check the other one, make sure it does the same thing. It does look like the slightest bit bigger. It does do the same amount of play. But I don't know about you guys, but it does look the slightest bit bigger. Especially when you take this one out and then put this one in. This one just looks a little bit bigger. I don't know. So I'm glad it fits. That means we got some new cranks in. Cool. So I'm going to actually clean that out, clean off the crank, and we're going to make sure it's all greased up. So let's do that. And I just missed everything. Okay, I'm going to kind of explain what I did. So we have the polylube right here. This is from Park Tool. If you guys are interested, this is what I use for everything. I don't think you're really supposed to, but I don't know. I just got it, so that's what I use. Now, okay, so you have it facing you. You're going to go to the right to loosen. To the right. And then to tighten, you're going to go to the left. I'll tighten it back up on the bike. I took my isopropyl alcohol, 99% out, and put it in my 70%. It's not in the 70%, it was all gone, so cool. Now I got like a little spout instead of dumping the whole entire thing on a cloth, or for what I use is paper towel, so I don't have to clean all these rags. Makes it easier on me. I did clean this off with isopropyl alcohol, also with the gear as well. It has the same exact sprocket, 32 tooth, that's what I'm running, and that's the way I liked it on that one, so that's what I did for this one as well. So yeah, Shimano Dior. Let's get it on. Okay, we got the other one. Take this one off. Down to the left. Exactly what I did to the other one. Wipe all the grease off the threads, all the old stuff. Get it nice and clean. Then I'm going to throw just a little bit on there. This is the way I do it because you don't need a lot. Spread it on. Once it's in the groove of all the little threads, it's all set. Oh, they thread on so nice. That's how you can tell it's quality. When it's just not chewing up the threads and it goes right on. Okay. Now I'm going to take some isopropyl alcohol, clean the inside of the bottom bracket. Just a little bit. I apologize, I know it's really dark, but make sure everything's nice and clean. Perfect. I'm going to do the other side. Got it right here. I'm going to put a little bit. I'm going to run my finger, get it all over it. Do a little bit on the threads here as well. We're going to put just a little bit in here. Same with the other side. Just because I had a little bit of a thin layer on the crank itself. So I want to make sure it's got a good coating on it. You don't need a lot on it, but I want to make sure I got it everywhere. Don't need anything drying out or having issues. So my camera keeps shutting off and it's not overheating, so that's very weird. All right, slider right in. Perfect. It should only go in one way. Make sure they're level. Now we can tighten up the bolts. It's going to be a 5mm. Make sure it's all the way tight. I'm going to throw my little lock guy in here. All right, so I had to kind of make myself a tool here. There we go. Cool. So we got like a new tool. I just tightened it up just enough so I could get it loose as well if I need to. So I'm going to kind of snug it up. That should be good. Now we can get our 5mm. Tighten this guy up. That should be plenty. I'm going to slap the chain on. Moment of truth. Does it actually align with? That should be right there. Well, they hold on. Alright everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know it was a lot, but unfortunately, we weren't really able to ride. We got the forks here too that are basically blown out. If you look here, you can see all the dirt and dust, and then in there, it's been doing that for a while now. And it's like as soon as, right after the ride, it's just already gone. I'll probably keep the seals just in case. I gotta get the forks off, and I'll do that in another video because I do want to show you guys. It's also going to be a learning experience for me, so I can actually show you all the mistakes that I do or the mistakes that I don't do and tell you guys about it. But the forks are usually pretty easy from what I've seen the videos on. But yeah, we got the cranks on. Got some nice Shimano Dior cranks. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to check out my Instagram. I do a bunch of stories on there of the new videos that are coming out. And it also tells you some of the previous videos. So if you didn't get to see the previous videos, you get to see the screenshot of all the videos and get to decide if, oh, maybe you want to watch that one. So yeah, check that out. I also do updates on there as well. So if I'm doing like a meet and ride or something like that, you guys will know. And if you have any ideas for maybe the toolboxes or something like that, let me know. But otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, and keep on riding.